Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're doing the angel cards for July 2022. This is the first part, so this is going to be a great month. So let's talk about like angel cards. I love the astrology of each of the days and kind of like what planets are in movement, what planet sign they're in, kind of understanding that is really, really important. I know I'm really affected by it, but I think most people are too. And sometimes they're just not aware of the effect that the planets can have and what sign they're in. But angel cards can give you that deeper insight into all things, kind of like what's going on, how should I work through this? If it's a really hard energy, what should I do to work through it? Or if maybe it's a really great energy and all the possibilities are open, what am I going to choose? So let's start out with July 1st, 2022. I've got a couple of cards popping, but this is the one that's popping the most, popping out. Playfulness. I always think playfulness when I'm thinking July 2022, because July 1st has such amazing energy. We've got 4th of July in a couple of days. We've got fireworks, and people are already popping those off and kind of enjoying their time frame. But it is very playful and very fun energy in what's about to happen or how things are happening. And so this is going to be a really great one of kind of understanding what's in play around us. Let's go to July 2nd, and this one is popping forward. Trust your inner instincts. So many times people don't really trust them, and I will tell you, trust your ability to kind of be quiet today. We have a lot of energy with Mercury and in Gemini over the next couple of weeks or so. So this is a really great time to kind of like trust your instincts. If you feel like, I need to be quiet, mum's the word, allow it to happen, because there's going to be things that you're going to hear, but trust what you hear. Trust when people tell you who they are and what they're all about. Let's go to July 3rd, and this is spiritual growth. And this one is coming into play a lot because we've got a lot of potential of spiritual growth. And I will say that really comes in because we've got so many planets in play that are all about healing us this month in July. And this is only the 3rd, so we've got plenty of time to work through things. This would be a great month to do a past life regression or a progression to kind of move forward. Kind of what are the things that I really require letting go of, or what are the things that I really need to move into. And if you haven't tried it, definitely join me for one of my celestial meditations. If you've been meditating, they are amazingly healing. I hear that so much from my clients that come and see me for those. They are fun and amazing. So July 4th, manifestation. I think this is going to be a great 4th of July, and I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of things that are manifesting, and these are a lot of things that people have been wanting for a really, 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 really long time, and so that's going to be an interesting one. I also feel like this July things are changing on in the United States, kind of like energetic wise, of kind of like wanting people to change. How are we going to do it? How are we going to do it to the best of our abilities? And I also think it's kind of interesting around July 4th, because that's kind of celebrating our Independence Day when we broke away from England and became our own country. And here we are, so what is it, 274 years later, here we are celebrating again and again. So let's go to July 5th. Power. There is some power in movement today, and I feel like this is coming from the sun. The sun is all about our empowerment and kind of things going on, and our sun is in motion on July 5th, and this is going to bring us some possibilities. What are you choosing to step into? What is that power you're choosing to take hold of? Where are you going to go with it? July 6th is all about new. We've got a lot of new stuff coming in. We've got a lot of new energy in play right now, and this is going to be really amazing. And I kind of feel like it's really coming in tomorrow, but there is some amazing energy coming in on July 6th. Now, we will talk about July 7th in just a second, but there's some amazing energy kind of in play right now. So just know that this is coming up next for us. July 7th. 7, 7, is a great time. It is our 7/7 portal. This is coming in with a lot of amazing energy, and how we're going to get in touch with that is talking to nature, kind of the nature side of 7/7. It energetically comes around every year. We're always kind of like, what's coming up next for us? How are we going to do this? And being able to connect with that energy is going to be amazing. 7/7 portals are all about some amazing balance and harmony energy coming in, and it's kind of balancing us with nature as well. So let's move to I don't think we really even talked about the card nature. It's kind of telling us, like, of course, July, we're usually out in the heat and the sun and the beach and lakes and stuff like that, but make sure that you're taking time to really connect with Mother Nature, not just going and kind of watching the waves for a little bit, but really do a meditation to connect with 7/7's energy. Let's move to July 8th, and that's all about our guardian angel. Our guardian angel has a lot of energy in play on July 8th, and really some amazing energy to kind of connect us to what's going on in our world and around us. And I also feel like a lot of this has to do with kind of like amping up our confidence. It's one of those, not in a bad way, but kind of like our confidence, like, I've got this. You chose this time to be on earth. You chose this time to be here. So do it with confidence. Let's move to July 9th. Is all about divine timing. Timing is coming, and if you didn't connect with July 7th energy, it is still in play for a few more days, and just know that it's time to connect to Mother Nature and kind of that divine timing. What's coming up next for you? What's coming up next for your family? What's coming up next for everyone around you? Let's go to July 10th, and that's all about our enchantment, kind of like looking at life in a different way. I will tell you that kind of looking at it through kind of like a child's eyes, or what are the endless possibilities. July 10th has a lot of endless possibilities of kind of like spending time with our friends and our family, and what's coming up next, and where do we want to go? Where is that energy taking us? Let's move to July 11th, and that is all about retreat. This is a day that's kind of like, maybe you don't want to get out of your pajamas today. Maybe it's a day to call in sick. And just kind of take it as a retreat for yourself. Kind of, what is it that you really want to bring into you today? July 11th is asking you, take some time for yourself and allow that to happen. Let's go into July 12th. Actually, I thought it was one of those two, but this one's popping out even more. This is truth and integrity. This is all about speaking our truth, speaking it with integrity of kind of, this is where I'm coming from. This is what I think. This is why I think this. Even if you may be wrong, you still have the right to voice your opinion. Isn't that weird? You do. Even if you're completely wrong, you have the right to voice your opinion. Not everybody may like your opinion, but you have the right to voice it. And I think that's really an American idea, which is kind of strange because it's July. Let's go into July 13th. This one is popping forward for July 13th. Miracles. There are a lot of miracles coming in. And this card is all about kind of like stepping into the new us. The miracle of new you is right on track. July 13th has a lot of new energy in there of kind of like, what are you wanting to release or let go of and move forward into. We also have our full moon in the sign of Capricorn, and so that's going to be pushing us to kind of let go of things that we've been holding us back in the past. And so just know that that's coming true. Let's go to July 14th, and this is all about self-acceptance. This one's a really important card because so many times people think that they really love themselves, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they really don't. July 13th comes in with self-acceptance of accepting you for who you are. And I really think that's really important, especially people that have psychic abilities. Sometimes it's one of those, for a long time we felt like we weren't really accepted, and now we're like overly accepted, and it's kind of like everybody wants to be our friend because we're psychic, and because we're psychic. And it's one of those, it can be overwhelming, and if we don't know who we are, we can get caught up in that realm of what else is coming up out there. July 14th is all about listening. So many times people think they're really listening to someone else, but they're really not. They're really not really listening. They're kind of like kind of half-heartedly listening, or they're doing something else while they're listening. And a lot of times that really doesn't help make that person feel like they're being heard. And so sometimes you're like, well, she always tells me the story 5 or 6 times, probably because she didn't feel heard the first 5 times or 6 times, so she keeps having to tell you the same story. It's one of those. So when you really listen, when you really intently listen, that person's body goes, I'm relaxed. I'm really ready to take this on. I really am feeling like I'm being heard. And even if I don't get my way, it's one of those, I do feel like I'm being heard. And so that can be quite an amazing energy to push out. July 15th. Freedom, freedom, freedom. This is going to be a day where we're going to really be pushing our freedom, kind of really be pushing what we want in our lives or how we want it to come about in our lives. And so this is going to be a really great day to do that. So allow July 15th's energy to take over today. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.